Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Thursday, April 3rd, 2025, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $ ORIONNWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some NBA action this Thursday afternoon. The Portland Trail Blazers versus the Toronto Raptors. Tip-off is going to be here in roughly 2 to 3 minutes. So let's cue up the music, take a look at the film, and let's get settled in for some NBA. And then obviously, since this is a Mariner and Dodger day off, we'll be right back at it doing the Seattle Mariners for like the next 6 or 7 days straight. We start off with a road trip to San Francisco, and we play the Giants Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be back at home hosting the Houston Astros. And the Giants have been very, very good as of late. So it'll be definitely a challenge, but we'll see what the Blazers can do here tonight for Rip City. And hopefully we can get a dub. Got to stop RJ Barrett. Got to stop Scotty Barnes. And hopefully we can do that here tonight. And on the thumb, on the left, I had to hit you with my guy, Shaden Sharp. And on the right, a pretty sweet image that I was able to get together. And we got Scotty Barnes. Okay, baby. I was looking for RJ Barrett first, but I couldn't really find an image that I thought that was good enough to work. So let's queue up everything here. Let me get settled. And hopefully the Blazers can play strong here today. Daniel in the building, what's good? We'll be shooting for 20 likes, obviously within the first hour, 30 to 50 if we hit the algorithm, and then obviously 100 in the donos on every single stream. Let's go, baby. Anthony in the building, what's good? All right, just trying to get all of my screens and pages set up here. I think we are almost ready to go. Blazers a 5.5 point winner based off the Vegas spread here today. So it's definitely a winnable game for the Blazers. And, we're on the outside looking into the, play-in, just to try to get that 10 spot. We're incredibly young, but what I can say about the Blazers, even though they're incredibly young, they're fun to watch. Now, at the beginning of the year, they were terrible, and they were getting blown out by 20, 30, 40 points, and it was unbearable. It was almost unwatchable, but something clicked, and they started to kind of, flip the switch, and you started to be able to see Shaden Sharp, kind of get into a groove. Scoot Henderson has made big strides from last year to this year. Again, we've had injuries to DeAndre Ayton, a few others, but we've had some other guys like Denny Advia, obviously the former Wizard coming in. That might have been one of the best trades, that we've made in recent memory. And Denny has been putting up crazy stats as of late within the last few months. So I think Anthony Simons is going to play great. Denny Advia should really be able to set the tone. We got Scoot and Shay being able to give you some spectacular plays. And as long as we can play defense against RJ Barrett and Scotty Henderson, we should be good. Scotty Barnes, excuse me. Let's go. All right, let's see here. I think I got things situated. Okay. And they're just going through the pregame information. Tip-off was supposed to be around 4:30. They are in Toronto, and so sometimes they'll go a little bit long, with player intros and whatnot. So next couple minutes, they'll be able to get it going here in just a moment. So we're just doing a little pregame show. A little bit different when they end up doing Blazer games here at the Moda in Oregon. So no big deal. But I hope everyone is having a fantastic Thursday, and hopefully the Blazers can compete here tonight. Cole in the building. What's good, brother? How are you? 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for RJ Barrett in his last matchup. And again, Barrett and Barnes, if we can start, pretty strong against the double Bs, I think we're going to be okay. But again, we're 12th in the West. We're only 3 games back from the Sacramento Kings in the final play-in spot. I honestly think we have a chance to get it, but if we don't, it might benefit us in the draft. Obviously, it's going to be, kind of a grab to try to get Cooper Flag. And again, just because you have the most ping pong balls in the draft, which might come down to the Wizards or a few other teams, that doesn't mean necessarily that individual will get the best player, in college basketball. So, there is a little bit of a give and a take. Like, do I want to make the play in this year for the Blazers? Yeah. Do I think that we can make a deep run? No. But again, it would be cool, to be able to see where they were at the beginning of the year, and if they were able to get that 10th spot where the play-in. In years past, only the top 8 seeds would get in, but they have this play-in now within the last few years. If you're a 9 or a 10 seed, it gives you a chance. And there's 15 teams in the West, 15 teams in the East, and we got a long ways to go. But at least that if the team is struggling, and the team is young and they're fun to watch, it kind of makes it a little bit easier to take the L's rather than watching a team that just plain out stinks and they have no promise or no future, obviously, for the short term or the long term. Also want to bring up the Seattle Kraken. I ended up watching all of that matchup last night. Joey DeCord with a shutout, 5-0 win. And the Kraken have this crazy ability when we end up playing well, which is once in a while, where you end up getting 5 different individuals that end up scoring, or 3 different individuals if we score 3, or 4 different individuals when we score 4. But a fantastic performance from the Kraken last night. My boy Shane Wright obviously was in on the action as well. But really the story of the day was Jared McCann. He was involved in almost 3 out of the 5 goals assist-wise, and it's great to be able to see that even though the team has been eliminated from playoff contention, the Kraken, and again, they're a little bit further down than the Blazers as far as Pacific Northwest teams. The Blazers still have a chance to get in, but realistically, they'll probably get eliminated from playoff contention as well. But it's always nice when you can kind of play spoiler and ruin someone else's day, and the Kraken definitely did that yesterday, and a little shocking. I wasn't anticipating them necessarily winning, but winning by that much. But it was a fun game to watch. And again, they have a couple days off, and we'll be right back at it here tomorrow for the Mariners and the Giants for 3 days straight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll be doing the Astros. So hopefully this will be something where we'll be able to play well on the road. The only problem is when you end up going on to the road, you kind of hope that you go against a team that might be struggling. And right now, the Giants are one of the best teams in baseball. So that makes me a little nervous, considering they're 5-1 to start off the year. But, we'll see where it goes. And hopefully, the Blazers can bring their A game here tonight. And hopefully the Mariners can bring their A game starting tomorrow in a 3-game set, obviously improving to 3 and 4. Let's go, baby. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just about finding, something that suits you, and if you can make more money and be in an environment that, maybe is more well-suited for what you want to get, dollar for dollar. I hope it goes well for you. I hope you get hired for that. And if not, don't worry. Keep looking. And eventually something that you love will come your way. And you just got to work, at these jobs for the time being, just to kind of hold you over to, pay rent, pay bills until you can find that job that you really, really like or love. But I'll be rooting for you. All right, now they're doing the Star Spangled Banner and the Canadian National Anthem. And, one thing that I was noticing, whenever American teams go to Canada, we had Team USA and Team Canada, in the NHL. Obviously, you had, like kind of a playoff atmosphere when we had that little mini tournament, Four Nations face-off, right? And again, you knew you were going to hear the boos, towards the national anthem or whatever it may be towards the Americans. But I kind of find it a little weird, that now it's like when Canadian teams come to America, we don't really go out of our way to boo them and boo the Canadian national anthem. But it seems like always now, after the Four Nations face-off, regardless of what team is coming in from America, they definitely get disrespected and booed more than they did in the past. And that might have something to do politically. Obviously that has something to do with it. But I found it kind of comical, that they're still on that. Like, again, it's like when people come in, from Canada and they come into America, we're not booing the Canadian national anthem like they're booing us, but it is what it is. But again, no boos really here, obviously in the matchup, and hopefully we can get the job done as they're going through the starting lineups now. Okay, Denny Advia, Tumani Kamara going for Defensive Player of the Year. And again, that's probably one of the best defensive players that we've had in a long, long time. Donovan Clingan getting introduced. Banton. Okay, baby. Shaden Sharp. Let's go. All right. Just about getting into tip-off in a couple more minutes, even though it says 4:30, because if the game isn't going to start at 4:30, why even say 4:30, on ESPN or anything else? I mean, if the game is going to be starting at 4:40 or 4:45, just say so, if you're going to go through the introductions and whatnot. Captain in the building, what's good? Always a pleasure to be able to have you in the room, and always a pleasure to be able to watch your Thunder do what the Thunder do and dominate, and hopefully we can channel in a little bit of our inner Thunder ourselves, and this is definitely a winnable game against the Raptors, and I could have took today off, but I'm a grinder. I got bills to pay, so I got to be able to put in that work and that that grind, and then we'll be back at it doing the Mariners 6 days straight. 3 games in San Francisco against the Giants, who are 5-1 to start the year. Not ideal for the Mariners, but I'm up for the challenge like we were for Scooball. And then we got 3 games at home on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday against the Astros. So this is a very critical stretch early in the year where we're going to be facing, 2 teams that obviously, one has a great record. The Astros are kind of struggling like us. But again, if we don't bring our A game, we could definitely get swept by both teams. So I'm hoping we can find a way to kind of get the rhythm. And same thing here tonight with the Blazers and the Raptors. Denny Advia, Tumani Kamara, Donovan Clingan, Anthony Simon, Scoot Henderson. We have fun players to watch. And I think that we have a very good chance on winning this one today. 5.5 point favorites on the Vegas link, obviously, and we'll see what happens on that Vegas line, if that will stay true. But if we don't stop RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes, it might be a little bit tough. So. And they actually just released, Captain, I don't know if you, I sent it to my best friend Justin in Reflect, but the top 10 Mariner farm guys and where they're going to be playing. Colt Emerson, Lazaro Montes, Cole Young, Harry Ford, Felnin Celestin, Johnny Farmello, but he tore an ACL, Michael Arroyo, and then the ones that I'm really looking forward to that people aren't talking about yet, Ryan Sloan, who's starting off in single A Modesto, the Nuts, right? Durangelo, and we obviously know he can pick right-handed and left-handed. He can pitch from either side, and he's going to be in Everett in high A. And then the guy that I'm really looking forward to on getting called up this year at some point, maybe Logan Evans, and he's going to be starting off in AAA. So it'll be exciting to see if we end up getting one of those pitchers that comes up. And then obviously you're going to have, at least maybe one guy get a look. Most likely, you're looking at Emerson, Montes, Young, Ford, Celestin, Farmello, Arroyo. And it kind of looks like, based on where they're sitting in AAA, it'll probably be Cole Young and Harry Ford that get the call up first. But pretty cool, that it's starting to really become a reality now, with our pitchers and our hitters and our skill position guys, infield and outfield. And, again, we're going to need it because obviously hitting has been not very ideal for us for the last 3 to 4 years. But hopefully we can get a couple of those guys called up. It's not like, a lot of the guys that are starting have really solidified those spots. Banton, Sharp, Advia, Tumani Kamara, and Clingan. Seed Walter, Barrett, Barnes, and Robinson there for the Raptors. Let's go. Let's go, Rip City. Let's get this dub. Awesome game by the Kraken last night. Hopefully we have an awesome game here for the Blazers here today. And schedule is a little light in sports, obviously for baseball, basketball, and the NHL. But then we'll be right back at it for the Mariners. 6 games straight, and haven't missed a game yet. And again, my goal is to do at least 150 out of the 162 games, unless I do all of them. But again, there might be, the NFL draft or WrestleMania. There's going to be things that come up that will take a Mariner Day off, where we're doing like a big event. But I'm still going to try to do as many as I can. And we're just about getting into tip-off. They should just label it 4:45 start at tip-off, not 4:30. 4th season as a Trailblazer head coach, 22-22 since January 1st. With our guy there, Chauncey Billups, and hopefully we can start off strong here today in Toronto. Let's go Blazers, Rip City. But again, Barrett and Barnes, we have to look out for those two. And I looked for RJ first, but then when I ended up being able to convert this image of Scotty Barnes, I was like, ooh, that's fire. So I decided to be able to throw him in there. And hopefully we don't get too much of the double Bs, Barrett and Barnes here today. All right, here's the tip. Donovan Clingan wins the tip. And Banton in the backcourt. Let's go, baby. Lots of pick and rolls. And I love the throwback court back when they had Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady looking pretty slick out there with the purple and the dinosaur look from back in the day. Love it. One of the best NBA logos of all time, especially back in the 80s, 90s era. Shane Sharp, jumper from the baseline is good. 2-0 Blazers. Whoop! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. We'll be shooting for 20 likes before the game ends, unless we hit the algorithm, then 30 to 50, and we'll be shooting for 100 in the donos on every single stream. Your boy has got bills. I got an internet bill that's going to be coming up in about a week, so I got to grind every day, and hopefully I'll have enough to pay that by the time that bill comes around. All right, Denny Advia with the rebound off the miss. Really loving the Raptor floor. And a lot of the courts in the NBA are kind of suspect. But, man, this Raptors one is nice. Sharp, pump fake. Little hezzy to Banton. Good defense here by the Raptors, by Barrett and Barnes. Deep three by Banton. Air ball, no good. Donovan Clingan with the rebound. Nice backdoor cut for Denny Advia. And off the glass and good. There we go, baby. Let's go. 2 quick buckets there for the Blazers to start it off. I like what I'm seeing so far from the Blazers. And Denny has been crazy, putting up, 30, 10 to 15 boards and 10 assists. Like, you're putting up numbers that some of the, Blazer players have never put up. Nice pump fake, and it's good. Nice little jumper there by the Raptors. 4-2 Blazers. Let's keep it up, baby. All right, here, a little pick and roll for Denny Advia with Donovan Clingan. And, Denny has been so fantastic for us. We got a defensive player of the year candidate in Toumani Camara. All-around player is Denny Advia. Denny, back to Toumani Camara for 3, tipped out of bounds. That is going to stay here, Blazer ball. Let's go, Blazers. Banton looking for an open Shaden Sharp. Fadeaway 3 in the corner. Air ball. Offensive rebound by the Blazers. Settle in, Blazers. Off the glass. Toumani Camara is good. There we go. Nice job, Camara. And again, we haven't had a player, be in the defensive player of the year considerations in a long fucking time. And again, that's exactly what we need. Defense. Nice floater is good. 8-6 Blazers. Come on, Rip City. Let's go. Denny Advia bringing up the ball. Clingan with the little pick and roll. Clingan back to Shaden Sharp. Sharp with a little hezzy. Sharp, long jumper is good. Let's go. Ballin'. Nice job, Shay Shay. I put you on the thumb. I thought you would have a good game, and so far, so good. Barnes with the fadeaway. Ooh! And I put Barnes on that thumb, too. I knew he would have a good game, and that was pretty. Sharp. Pick and roll with Clingan. Banton. Off the hezzy. Kicks it to Denny. One extra pass. Camara. Corner 3 is fouled. No call. Donovan Clingan hitting the ball up into the air, volleyball style. Shot clock running down to 10. Come on, Denny. Denny super aggressive with the left. Off the glass, no good. Klingen with the rebound, no good. Klingen with the rebound, no good. And a foul. Nice job, DC. And we made the right decision to go for Klingen rather than Edey, there for the Grizzlies. We know how both of those guys as big men have been pretty good, but I have no regrets on us, drafting the guy that's going to be more defensive oriented than Edey in Klingen. And he is a little raw, but so the whole team is fucking raw. We're incredibly young. We're one of the youngest teams in the NBA. So again, we're just going to get better and better. I hope that we can get into the play-in. We're only 3 games back of the Kings. If we don't get into the play-in, it's okay. We're going to be shooting for the playoffs next year. But we do have still a chance, with these last few games to be able to make up a little bit of ground, especially if the Kings go on a little bit of a losing streak and we can get hot at the right time. Free throw is good by Donovan Klingen. There you go, my boy. 10-9 Blazers. Good start. Let's go. And again, if you're looking for action, it's going to be RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes leading the way. Deep three is good. Nice hit there from the Raptors. All right, inbound to Banton. Banton, now they're starting to go a little full court press. Pick and roll with Sharp and Donovan Klingen. Hit him with the crossover and the hezzy behind the back. Klingen. Back to Sharp. Banton. Shaden Sharp, corner 3, in and out, no good. Tipped away. Denny Advia off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, blocked from behind by RJ Barrett. Get back. Corner 3 is good. Uh-oh, we might have to call timeout here pretty soon. They're starting to get a little Uncle Mo. Oh, full court press, a steal. 2-on-1. Off the glass, no good. Off the glass and good. We might need a timeout, baby. 14-10 Raptors. Settle in. Raptors on a full court press now. Advia, pick and roll with Klingen. Banton, corner 3, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound by the Blazers. Loose ball, Donovan Klingen, get big. Get big. Foul. Wow, they called traveling on Klingen. Come on. Sarah in the building, what's good? Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. And we'll be obviously shooting for 100 in the donos on every single stream. 14-10, and we got a timeout. Full timeout by Toronto. Good start for the Blazers, which I figured they would. All right, I need to go grab my drink while we're at commercial break. Give me 1 sec. All right, I'm back. What a performance by the Kraken last night, winning 5-0. And what a performance by the Dodgers and Shohei Ohtani. The guy is an alien, and crazy to see the Dodgers, playing as good as they are. But the Padres as well. We got 2 undefeated teams, balling out of control. And the Giants are 5-1. The division is very, very strong this year, even though it is early. We got some Raptor dancers doing their thing. All right, we got 2 more likes to be able to get to 10. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Now we're at 10. All right, we're halfway to the goal. And we're already just a few minutes into the matchup. Appreciate y'all. And hopefully we'll get a few others to, come in and hang out. You don't have to be a fan of necessarily the Blazers or the NBA to come hang out with your boy for a couple hours a day. And we're going to be grinding pretty much every day for quite some time. I mean, last year in baseball season, Sarah remembers, we had a run of maybe 3 months straight without a day off. It was like 90 days straight. I want to make sure I don't get burnt out. But again, when you got bills to pay and you got dreams and goals, sometimes you got to, dig in and grind. And that's what I'm prepared to do. 14-10 Raptors. And hopefully we can find a way to step up the defense here on the road in Toronto. And I'm really looking forward to the Giant series, even though it could get ugly. Sometimes getting away from home and going on the road will lead to better focus in the players, and maybe the bats will come alive. But to be able to get that win against Scooball was amazing. And again, it shows you, the Mariners are streaky, and it's very, very early, and it hasn't been the greatest start, but it could be worse. We could be the Atlanta Braves. So, we have to be thankful for that. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Rip City. 14-10 Raptors. Love the court. And they got the throwback jerseys on for the Raptors, which are beautiful. The new logo and the new jerseys for Toronto are incredibly ugly. So for them to be able to do the throwback court and the throwback jerseys, pretty neat. Floater. Clinging with the rebound. He's strong there. There we go. Outlet. Tumani Kamara. Back to Denny Avdia. And a reach-in foul by Toronto. Sheep. Shed with the foul. Stolen by the Raptors. One-on-one. Tumani Kamara blocked that off the glass. No good. Oh, he did make that. I didn't think he made that. Nice bucket there by R.J. Barrett. I could have sworn that he missed it, but it went right off the glass and in. Kind of a weird camera angle. 16-12 Raptors. Come on, Blazers. Denny. Reverse layup is good. God, he's good. The Wizards are so stupid to let him go. Normally it's the other way around where the Blazers are giving away great talent and then they end up turning into something. But the Wizards definitely made a mistake giving up Denny Avdia, but I'm glad that we have him here. Stolen. Denny with the steal. Fast break 3-on-3. And deflected out of bounds. Turnover. Blazers. Got about 5 minutes left here in the first quarter. 18-12 Raptors. Got to settle in, Blazers, here on the road. Focus. Little two-man game off the glass and good. Five-second violation. Holy hell. Come on, Banton. Wake up. There's no excuse to have a 5-second violation in basketball. Come on, man. They did a full court press and double team the guy closest to the ball. Got to wake up. Good defense there by Tumani Kamara. Out of bounds, Toronto. 21-12 Toronto. Come on, Blazers, wake up. We might have to substitute, and get Scoot Henderson and get, kind of that shot in the arm for a little bit of juice. Oh, Baji, goddamn. Oh, Scoot is out. Oh, no wonder. I was going to say, put Scoot in. So no Scoot, no Simons, no Jeremy Grant, and no Ayton. That's tough. Holy cow. I didn't think that Scoot was out today. So no Scoot, Ayton, Simons, or Jeremy Grant. It's going to be hard to win this game now. I thought we were going to have some of those guys available, but I guess not. I just checked the injury report. 21-15, Toronto. Well, there goes the shot in the arm for the juice, because that's normally Scoot or Shea. And, we haven't had Jeremy Grant or DA, but no Anthony Simons, are probably our best scorer, and no Scoot, our sixth man. That's rough. Avdia for three is good. There we go. Denny Avdia doing his best Boston three-party impression there. A deep three, 21-15 Toronto. Yeah, and that means that, obviously Sharp and Denny are going to have to take over in this game, and they might need to combine for 40 plus for us to even be competitive tonight. Nice steal. Come on, Denny. Fast break and a foul. Because, again, if you're not going to have Scoot and you're not going to have Anthony, that's going to be like 30 shots that can go to Denny and Shea. 15 apiece, maybe. So Who do you guys play tonight? Kraken had a nice 5-0 shutout with Decord in net. Watched all of that late last night. It started at 7:30 Pacific, and everyone got involved. Nice, Shaden Sharp with the big dunk. 24-17 Raptors. Come on, baby, let's go. Klingon, and he's going to have to step up too. We're probably going to need a double-double out of Klingon since we have no Scoot. Deep three is good. No Scoot, no Jeremy Grant, no DeAndre Ayton, and no Anthony Simons. That is brutal. I mean, we're already a young team as it is, and to have 4 main starters or contributors out, hard to be able to kind of climb up the standings to get the play-in. We're only 3 games back of the Kings. It's like, we're like the second youngest team in the NBA. You can't have 4 out of your main 8 injured or not playing and think you're going to win. Open 3 by the Raptors. In and out, no good. Sharp with the rebound. Down by 7. Come on, Blazers. 26-19. Attack. And Sharp. Unbelievable. One-on-one off the dribble. You can't guard Sharp. Floater is good. Pick and roll with Sharp. Denny attacks the rim, and an and one. And I love this aggressiveness out of Denny Avdia because we're going to need that. Stop shooting threes, and attack the paint. And I think the Blazers are starting to learn that, everyone isn't Steph Curry. Even though everyone in the NBA, regardless if you're a guard or a center, thinks they can make these threes. And again, if we're going to have any chance in this game, we're going to have to attack the paint. All right, Blazers, full timeout. Oh, you got a full house in there, huh? How many dogs are at the house now? So you have your dog, and how many dogs do your relatives have? Did they brought like 1 or 2 dogs also? You got 3 dogs, and what kind of dogs are there? 3. Full house. I took Paisley late last night on a long walk, and we went into a neighborhood that we've never been into, really rich neighborhood. And normally when we go late at night, 10, 11 o'clock, we never see anybody. So it's very peaceful. It's just me and Paisley, exploring, different neighborhoods and, getting the exercise in. And then some random, guy with a dog kind of came out of nowhere, and Paisley kind of got scared and charged this other person and dog across the street. Almost broke my arm, with the leash, because I have one of those retractable leashes, and I tried to grab, as it was extending, and as she took off like 100 miles an hour, it ripped my skin to the flesh, and I got 3 on my right hand, like on the knuckle, where I was bleeding, and then obviously 1 on my ring finger on the inside. And not ideal. It's not like I yelled at her or spanked her or anything. I think she was just a little scared and was trying to protect Dad. But I'm actually happy that it happened to me rather than her, getting scraped across the pavement if I was trying to bring her back, from back in the day. So, but it definitely, I didn't even know my hand was bleeding until I ended up getting home, later that night. But obviously better me than her. But we might not go down that path, beautiful houses though. It was in a neighborhood where it was like $1 million houses, one after another. But we might have to take a detour next time around. 26-21 Raptors. German Shepherd, Pit Mix, and a Husky. Ooh, wow. And that's on top of your dog. So you got 4 dogs there. But I think that's why when I do my 3 walks a day for about 5 miles a day, my favorite walk is typically the night walk because we don't see anybody. We don't have to worry about dumb people or seeing other, animals out there, getting her nervous, and then probably the morning walk is my second. And then the afternoon is the worst because, there's just so many people typically out, and, she'll, kind of get anxious, and, I have to protect her and whatnot. So 26-23, Toronto. Megan in the building. How are you? Great win for the Kraken last night. Watched that whole game, and the Kraken have a great way of when we end up scoring 3 goals, 4 goals, 5 goals, that it seems like 80 to 90% of the time, it's a different person scoring on each of the goals, and that happened again last night. 5 goals, 5 different individuals, one of the Joey Decord's best games of his career, let alone this year. Deep 3 by Sharp, in and out, no good, but I definitely had a blast watching the Kraken, even though they're eliminated from the playoffs, get that dub last night, as well as Shohei Ohtani getting that game-winning home run late in the matchup as well. Denny with the layup is good. Here we go. Nice run here by the Blazers, 28-26 Toronto, and obviously the Dodgers and the Mariners are off today. That's why we're doing this, and the Kraken are off as well, so this was really the only choice I had. Wasn't going to take the day off, and then we're going to be doing Mariners and Giants, for the next 3 days in San Francisco for the MLB. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday will be Mariners hosting the Astros. So going to be pretty exciting. Denny for 3 is good. There we go. Nice deep 3 for Denny. Yes, me too. I mean, I was actually surprised we won, let alone that we won with a shutout, and let alone that we got 5 goals. That's not really Kraken, hockey, game in and game out. But I was pleasantly surprised, and I know you probably got a chance to watch a little bit of that as well, and it was awesome. Joey was just on point early, too. I mean, he was getting some amazing glove saves, and it kind of felt like it could be a special night, but I had no idea it would be that special. 31-26 Raptors. Blazers trying to play some tough D here at the top of the key. Pick and roll here for the Raptors. Deep 3. Airballed. I think we got a tip on that. Denny with the rebound. And no DeAndre Ayton, no Scoot Henderson, no Jeremy Grant, and no Anthony Simons. And the really big ones that hurt are Simons and Scoot, because the other 2 have been injured for a while. (31-29) Raptors. Let's go, baby. Finish strong. And the goal in any NBA game is to get to 30 per quarter. And obviously it's easier said than done, but if you're getting 30 or over 30 or close to 30, you're playing pretty well. Sharp. Jab step. Big 3 is good. Wow. Shay, he's on point. All right, Scotty Barnes. Floater, no good. Good defense there by the Blazers. Smothering defense by Rip City. There we go, shot clock violation. There we go. End of the first quarter. Blazers only down by 2, 31-29. Good quarter for the Blazers, even though we're down by just a bucket. Yeah, and plus, it's not like the Kraken shut out teams, that often. Maybe a couple times throughout the year, and to be able to score that many goals, pretty cool. But really, the story was Jared McCann. He was involved in assisting in 3 out of the 5 goals, so he was all over the place, and good for Jared. In certain games, he's been kind of quiet, so that was awesome. Obviously, being able, to see my guy Shane Wright be able to contribute as well. But Joey Decord, that was really a showcase that he put on, and even though we've been eliminated for the playoffs, the Kraken, we can still play spoiler to all the other teams that we play, and yesterday was awesome. Brett in the building, how are you? How's your day going so far? Congrats on your news there with Colton. And again, the younger generation, some of them, with this younger generation, sometimes you got to shake your head on some of the choices and the things that are going on with like TikTok and whatnot. But for your son, and some suggestions to be able to come up with something like that at his age, I know you're a proud mama, and I would be a proud daddy as well in that situation. And again, to be able to get kids, off of technology, even if it's just for a day, and to be able to go for a walk. to be able to get some exercise, to be able to play some sports outside or get a walk and, listen to the birds and just be a little bit more active outside instead of having an electronic device right in front of your face 24/7. Pretty cool. And it's one of those things that, not only is it a good idea, it's a fantastic idea. And that is because, if people from, different news stations, are on board, obviously they think it's a fantastic idea as well. And, shout out to Colton and shout out to you. You're doing a great job at what you do. I know things have been challenging with him within the last couple months. And both of you guys were due for a W with all the struggles that you guys have had within the last couple months, And what a better way to kind of make things slightly better from all of the struggles that you've had with a great kind of opportunity like that moving forward. So. The Law and Order SVU, what episode are we talking about? Because I watch them every week. But I went back and Peacock has Yellowstone, the last, 5 episodes in that season, second part of it for the show to end. And I ended up, just restarting it, from that last 5 episodes and watching it and binging it. And very, very good. One of the better Western shows that has come out, obviously, in quite some time. 33-29. We're in the second quarter here, down by 2 buckets. Let's go. Yes, they actually have an episode after that. The one after the bodega, they have one after that, I believe, because they had the one where there was a girl that was in the hospital. It was at one of the former previous long-time episodes, and Liv, checks up on her, and then they, have to do an investigation because she's like in a coma. And they have to see if there was anyone that was trying to do something illegal while this girl was recovering from domestic violence and in a coma, and then they go through this investigation afterwards and whatnot. And so I think there's been at least one episode after that one, but yeah, I have watched that one as well. News is heading to the school. Yeah, I bet. You switched your picture back. Looking good. Banton. Little 2-man game. Good defense by the Raptors. Fadeaway jumper, air ball. Come on, Banton. You're better than that. 35-29 Raptors. And again, we got 4 out of our main 8 players out with injuries. No Jeremy Grant, no DeAndre Ayton, but the ones that hurt the most, Anthony Simons out and Scoot Henderson out. So I don't know if we're going to win this, but hopefully we'll keep it close. Yeah, whatever episodes come up on Peacock, on my queue, I watch. So nice and one by the Raptors. Yeah, but as soon as it's on, I watch it. So I don't typically wait too long after a Law and Order SVU episode. It's definitely a big part of my life. I got quite a few shows in the rotation. I like The Cleaning Lady on Fox. I watch that with Alert, a missing persons unit. Sometimes for newer shows, or that have only been a couple seasons, it's not gonna hit every single person. But again, it's good kind of filler content for me to watch as I'm watching some of these other programs. But I've enjoyed both of those shows. It kind of just depends if you find a bond with the cast or not. Nice layup is good. Banton with that layup. I'm not sure if they're going to give him the N1, though. Are they going to give him the N1? Lawson's complaining. Oh, okay. You're on the backup account. I was going to say, so your picture changed. Oh, hunting party, really? I've heard of it, but I never have seen it. I love Criminal Minds. I mean, I can go back and watch Criminal Minds at any given point. Me and Elliot love that show, and again, you can start it from the beginning. You can pretty much watch it at any point, and the episodes and the cast is phenomenal. Two shows that I really have been wanting to watch, but I don't really have access to them, because they're not available. Blind Spot, which is kind of like, some of these other shows where you have like the FBI and it's about crime and whatnot. Like I watched that all the way through, but I've been kind of itching to watch that, as well as Westworld. But again, a lot of times if it's not on a streaming platform, is that they don't want to pay royalties to the actors and the people that were in that show. But those are the two shows that I've been really wanting to watch, Blind Spot and Westworld. I really love both of those shows, and I'm still doing the whole Raymond Reddington thing. I'm still doing Walking Dead from the beginning. I did finish X-Files from the very beginning, and I watched 11 seasons straight. It took me like 3 months or 2 months to get through it, watching episodes almost every day. And it was fantastic. Some of them I remembered from when I was a kid, but there definitely was episodes that I don't remember at all or never watched. Floater is good. Yeah. Westworld, I would agree with that. The first couple seasons were fantastic, but towards the end, the writing definitely went on a decline based off the plot. But you can say that for most, things that are out there. Sometimes once you get to a point, like if writers leave or their creativity in the plot in some of the shows, it's kind of hard to be able to find a show where it's just going to be lights out, from every single show from season 1 to season 3 to season 5. Depending on how many seasons they go, you do get a couple, that end up being great, like every episode. But for a lot of shows, it ends up kind of being like that, where it starts to get kind of crappy towards the end and not up to par from what we saw in the first couple seasons. And also, too, with like movies, right? It's like the first couple movies end up being pretty good, but then if they do a third one, usually there's a drop off. Like the Fast and the Furious series, it's like they keep pumping out these movies. And again, they haven't really been as good as the early ones, but as long as people are watching them and making money, they're going to keep making them. All right, 35-32 Raptors. We got a review here at the Replay Center. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate you. Sarah's getting us started. $10 holla. We'll be doing the Mariners and the Giants tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. But there will be an opportunity to be able to do, obviously, WrestleMania, another NASCAR Cup Series race in the near future, NFL draft, things like that. Appreciate you. $10 holla with my B and my boy Justin. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. Thank you so much. We're at 10. Now you need to go. What do you want to do? Do you want some St. Louis Blues players for the big win streak that you're on? You want some Cardinals players? Let me know, and I got you. 37-32 Raptors. But if you guys have any suggestions in the room for like new TV or like new shows or new seasons, obviously is coming out pretty soon. Obviously Stranger Things, the final season. I'm going to be watching both of those. So, if there's new content that's coming out, I'm always willing to, dabble a little bit and see, unless it's a show that I've been watching from the beginning, like you and Stranger Things. And I've been highly anticipating both of those as well. Caleb in the building. What's good? 38-32 Raptors. Yeah. Yeah, and he might actually be able to match the mark exactly with Wayne Gretzky if he scores the goals based off the games that are left. He might be able to do it exactly at the same pace that Gretzky did. They're pretty much, if he can score goals like in the next games, then he'll match exactly how Gretzky did it. But even if he takes a couple more games to get the record, obviously a very special, talented, once in a generation type of player. Obviously with Ovi, and then to be able to have Crosby playing at the same time, coming in at the same time, pretty cool as well. But it will be crazy to see both of them out of the league at some point. All right, we got about 10 minutes to go, less than 10 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 38-35 Raptors, now 38-37. Let's go, baby. Come on, Blazers. Sharp, little pick and roll. And Sharp has been money. Top of the key three. Bang is good. There we go. So far, so good. I mean, I wasn't really anticipating, no Simons or Scoot tonight. That definitely hinders our ability to win. But what that does mean is that there'll be a lot more opportunities for Denny Advia and Shaden Sharp to be able to win the game for us here today. Sharp. Penetrating to the hole. Lefty is good. Where's the foul? Man, Sharp is so money. Here we go. 39-38 Blazers with the lead. I love that, baby. Off the glass, no good. Push. Sharp. Banton, back to Sharp. One-on-one. Corner three. Air ball, offensive rebound is good. And now we got a full timeout by the Raptors as the Blazers have a good run there. Oh, what's going on with Toto? We can get a couple of these photos up here for Sarah. Appreciate you very much for your effort on supporting the channel for me and Paisley as of late. I know things were a little tougher for you last year, so I appreciate it. It really does go a long ways. And again, it's like I don't need to be rich. I just need to be able to, pay the basic bills to continue to do this. So. I got the Raptors dancers doing their thing while we get a few photos up here for Sarah. But it will be a sad day. I mean, we're getting to a point now where, guys that came in from 2000 to 2005, guys like LeBron James, Ovi, Sidney Crosby, pretty soon, we're going to come to a day where both of the, all three of those guys, two in the NHL and one in the NBA are no longer going to be playing. It's going to feel a little weird. The league won't be the same without those three. (39-38) Blazers. Let's go. And I'll definitely be tuning in once he's one goal away, and I definitely want to be able to see the celebration and whatnot. He's a class act. Appreciate you, Sarah. We're at 10, 90 to go. Caleb with a dono. Appreciate that very much. Appreciate you, Caleb. What do you want to see photo-wise? I got you. Caleb with a $5. Oh, I will. And again, the only reason that I haven't been able to do more is just because I have other games that I'm doing. So, but I'm always watching no matter what. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little Cactus Jack bang bang. And again, we still have a chance, Caleb, to be able to make, the play-in. We're only 3 games back from the Kings. So even if I'm not streaming the Blazers, doesn't mean I'm not keeping up and watching them, on my own time. And again, if we don't make the play-in this year, there's a good chance, depending on the draft and free agency, that we can make, an 8 seed next year, or maybe slightly better. But we'll be shooting for a 6, 7, 8 seed next year if we can't make it this year. But at least they're fun to watch now. At the beginning of the year, they weren't. They were almost unwatchable when we were getting blown out by 20, 30, 40. But the switch was flipped. And we've been getting some good production out of our guys, even though we're one of the 2 youngest, teams in the NBA overall. Robinson with the foul, 39-38 Blazers. Some Dame. I got a Dame rookie jersey on right now, sewn from the Moda. And again, obviously he had the issue, with the blood clot and whatnot. I haven't heard any new updates on Dame, but I got you here in just a moment. Appreciate you, Caleb, very, very much. All right, less than 8 minutes to go. Blazers up by 1. Inbound the ball here. We already have 1 5-second violation today. Come on. Banton, why are you inbounding the ball? That was a 5-second violation and then a fucking turnover. Find someone else to inbound the ball, damn it. I appreciate that, Caleb. I do a little bit of everything. Basketball, baseball, football, hockey, NASCAR, WWE. I don't really feel that there's anything that we won't do. Layup, inside and out, no good. Raptors on a fast break, 3-on-2. Get back on D. Tipped away and stolen from behind. 4-on-2 break now. Sharp, corner 3. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound. Layup, in and out, no good. And then a reach-in foul by the Blazers. I've given a lot of my Dame merchandise to my best friend, like, rookie card autos and things like that. But one thing that I have hung on to that is Dame is I got the Rose City Reds, from, the Dame, very early Dames, like Dame 1s, Dame 2s, those very early first Dames. And they did the Rose City Red, and they're all red. I've never worn them. They've been in the box. A guy in New York waited in line for like 3 hours for me to get them. And then shipped them to me. And again, I haven't really decided if I'm going to ever wear them or just end up giving them to my friend, since we have relatively a similar shoe size and whatnot. But, definitely one of the items that I still cherish to this day, because, again, Dame always tries to make his shoes pretty, reasonably priced, around that 100 to 150 range. But a lot of the shoes early on were around 100, But again, if you have a rare one like the Rose City Reds or the PDX carpets, some of the shoes in box still can go for $200-300. Maybe not as much as like LeBron's or Jordan's or KD's or Kobe's, but some of the Dames are rare and they're pretty sweet. Stolen there by the Raptors. Baseline layup. Nope. Deep 3 in the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound by Klingon. Let's go. Push. 43-40 Blazers. And again, we don't have Jeremy Grant, no DA, no Scoot Henderson, and no Anthony Simon. So look for Denny Advia and Shaden Sharp to take more shots to help us win. Advia backing down. Nice backdoor cut. Nice pass. Klingon down low and 1. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Donovan Klingon knows what time it is. Dame time. Appreciate you. Bye, guy. Definitely seems a little weird, without Damian Lillard here, even though it's been a few years. But I wouldn't be shocked if he comes back to Portland to retire at the end of his career, as long as Portland wants him back and he still has some game left. Just definitely a weird transition with no Dame and no CJ McCollum, but I feel like we are headed in the right direction. We're going more defensive-oriented players, and Donovan Clingan, Tumani Kamara, Advia. So it's nice to see, even though it's been a little rough, this season, but again, it's going to get better and better for us. And at some point, we will be a regular playoff team. Advia, pass to Clingan. Wow. Front rim just rolls out. Raptors with the board. 43-42 Blazers with about 4 minutes to go before halftime. We got to watch out for RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes. And pass to the corner, turned over. Raptors. Let's go Blazers. Barrett with the turnover. Denny. Where's the foul? And then Clingan tried to throw it down with the left. No, not getting any calls here after the reach-in on Denny. All right, substitutions here. 43-42 with about 4 minutes to go. Full court press here by Tumani Kamara. Stay on Barnes. Barnes is deadly. Nice backdoor cut. Nice pass. Another backdoor cut. Throw down is missed. Go back. Push. Banton. Get the ball out of Banton's hands. Ooh, nice fake. Up and under. Layup, in and out, no good. And we got a lot of the bench guys in right now. And I don't know how long we're going to be able to last with that. Pump fake. Scotty Barnes. Open three. In and out, no good. Clingan with the rebound. It's like with all those other guys injured, it's like you almost need Denny and Sharp to play the whole game. Stolen. And a flush. Big dunk. 44-43. And a big dunk there by Lawson off the steal. Timeout, Blazers. Hey. Let's go, baby. All right, see if we can get a couple more Dame photos up here. And then I'll see if I can find. What else do you want Cardinal-wise, Sarah? But I do got a lot of vintage, old school Blazer glasses that are on my windowsill here in the studio. I got stuff that is from the RC Cola, from the 70s, back when we won the championship with like Bill Walton and Maurice Lucas. So I got like 5 glasses from that particular set. I got the Sunshine Pizza set in Clyde Drexler's rookie year where you got 6 glasses with player images on them. And then obviously the famous Dairy Queen glasses that came out in the 90s when I was a kid. And I got the whole set. Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter, Jerome Kersey, Buck Williams, Kevin Duckworth, and Cliff Robinson. So it's cool to be able to have glasses that are collectible that have the player image on them. It's one thing where it just has like the team name, but once you actually get the image of the player, whether it be kind of like a cartoon character or an actual photo on the glass, I love that kind of stuff. And anytime I can find vintage stuff of the Blazers, I'm always looking. But again, I have a lot of that vintage stuff, obviously boxed up, and I decided to display it on the windowsill for the last few weeks. And it's nice to look at, especially when it's been boxed up for like 15 years. All right, here we go, Blazers. 44-43, 3 minutes to go before halftime. Corner three, in and out, no good. Tipped rebound, and Clingan is like a volleyball player up there, just tipping it. Tip drill, trying to give us chances to get that offensive rebound and an offensive foul. Toronto. Deep three at the top of the key. In and out, no good. Too many threes here, Portland. Attack the paint. Deep three at the top of the key from the Raptors. They didn't get the message either. Nice rebound by Toumani Camara. And I just really don't understand why Banton is controlling the ball. Denny to Banton again for a three. Banton can't shoot. Like, having him out there is almost pointless. Fast break, and he gives up the layup on the other end. He cherry-picked R.J. Barrett, but, you know, it is what it is. 48-43 Raptors. Another steal. Fast break. One-on-one. Barrett with the layup is good. Not JT in the building. What's good? How are you, brother? Yeah, good for Gino. What's good, my guy? How are you? How's your eBay stuff doing, or your stuff on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, all of those offer up? Have you had any success with any more of your items that you were trying to get some money for? 48-43 Raptors with a good chunk of our lineup out. But hopefully we can finish strong here in the last 2 minutes, and we can get a dub here. We're at 15:85 to go. Oh, nice. Did you get what you wanted for the lock, or did you have to settle for a little bit less? 48-47 Raptors. Come on, Blazers. Denny Advia bringing up the ball. Passes to Klingon at the top of the key. To Sharp, pick and roll with Donovan Klingon. Sharp, jab step, fade away is good. Oh, Shay is money. Let's go. Denny with the rebound, fast break to Sharp. With the layup with his left is good. Here we go. Denny with the steal. Oh, air ball. Front rim barely. And turnover, Blazers. 50-47, Toronto. So that's good. I mean, you know, it's like you didn't settle for like 30 or 35, so that's good. Barrett off the glass and good. I don't know about that and one. Man, they're getting a lot of favorable home calls here in Toronto. Thibault charged with the foul. Free throw, no good. I guess ball don't lie, like Rasheed Wallace used to say. All right, we're down by 3 here with less than a minute to go. Denny Advia off the dribble. Let's attack the paint, stop shooting threes. Fuck. Another three, no good. I mean, like the last billion possessions have been bad three, bad three, bad three. Baseline. Nice back cut there. Floater. In and out, no good. Offensive rebound by Toronto. Pump fake. Corner three. In and out, no good. Nice rebound by Klingon. All right, come on, Blazers. Here we go. Shaden Sharp walking the ball up the court. Pick and roll with Donovan Klingon. Tumani Kamara. Two-man game with Shaden Sharp. Sharp with the crossover. Good defense there on him. Thibault. Tumani Kamara. And shot clock violation. Look up, Blazers. My God. I got you. We're almost at halftime, so. Be able to throw up some photos up here in just a moment. Just a couple seconds left before halftime. Don't know if we're going to be able to tie it up here unless we get a defensive stop on this possession. 3-point lead here for the Raptors. Floater off the glass, in and out, no good. Good defense there by the Blazers. Advia at the top of the key as the clock is winding down here into the first half. Defense for Toronto has been pretty good. Their man-to-man defense is solid. Denny, back to Sharp, tipped away. And Jacoby Walter with the tip. And the deflection there. Scotty Barnes, I see you. Sharp, deep three. And that is halftime. Three-pointer at the buzzer is no good, but we're only down by 3, 50-47, Toronto. I like our chances. Hopefully we can find a way. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. All right, let's see here. Seems like you are really starting to get each piece, you know, for all of the cosplay and whatnot for the Back to the Future event. So looks good, you know. And like I said, you know, it's not just like one or two pieces of clothing that, you know, you're really trying to go all out, and it really is starting to come together. Awesome. All right, let me get some of these photos moved over here. And then get a couple Nolans up here for you, Sarah, for you don't know. And then after we get these up here, then we'll have a few minutes as we get into the third quarter. And we'll go over some scores here while we are waiting for halftime to end, but I wanted to make sure we get a few photos up for the people that have supported so far here today. Appreciate that very much. All right, let's see what we got cooking here. All right, let's get into some of the scores here. We'll start off with the NBA, and there's limited action really with some of the matchups. We got Wizards down 69-76 to the Magic in the third quarter. We got Bucks 96, Sixers 87, end of the third. T-Wolves up 49-37 on the Nets. Heat up 50-49 at halftime against the Grizzlies, and obviously 50-47 here, Raptors against the Blazers. And then the last matchup will be in 2 hours, where the Warriors are going to take on the Lakers. That could actually be somewhat decent if you are an NBA fan. And then let's go to the NHL. We got the Canadiens 2, Bruins 0, Senators 2, Lightning 1, Avalanche and Blue Jackets knotted up at 2, Penguins 1, Blues 0, Preds and Stars are knotted up at 0 at the end of the first, and then we have 4 games that are going to be getting underway within the next hour and a half. Kings and the Utah Hockey Club, Ducks and Flames at 6:30, Jets and the Golden Knights, and then the Oilers and the Sharks. And then last but not least, let's get into the MLB. Starting off with some final scores. Red Sox 8, Orioles 4. There you go, Britt. What a way to get a win against the Orioles. I think 2 out of 3 as well. So a nice way to bounce back a little bit. I think Bregman had a big day today based on what I saw. And then you have Phillies winning 3-1 over the Rockies, Astros winning 5-2 over the Twins, and then the Brewers are up 1-0 against the Reds in the middle of the fifth. And then we got Yankees 9, Diamondbacks 3 in the top of the sixth. Judo will be here at some point. Let's go over some news, obviously, in the sports world as we got a few minutes as well. Arizona Cardinals make Trey McBride the NFL's highest paid tight end. Obviously, the Raiders and Geno Smith reach a $75 million extension. Dodgers Freeman placed on the injured list hour after the shower slip, and obviously re-injuring the surgically repaired ankle. So hopefully he'll be okay. And then the Cowboys trade for Milton, and obviously Cowboys trade for the Pats for quarterback Milton, and that way Milton will be the backup since Cooper Rush has gone to be Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore. And then other than that, that might be pretty much it. Take a look at the stat line here. I'm going to take a quick peek. All right, let's take a quick peek at the stat line. We got starting lineup. Banton's got 5. Sharp's got 20. Advia's got 14. Klingon with 4. And Tumani Kamara with 2. And let's take a look at the starters for the Raptors, leading by RJ Barrett with 12. Walker with 5. Shed with 3. Scotty Barnes with a kind of a low turnout, 2 for 5 shooting with only 5. And Orlando Robinson with 2. So we've got to find a way to be able to slow down a little RJ Barrett. Let's go. Now we're into the third quarter. Let's go. (53-51) Raptors. Advia with the layup and good. There we go. 16 points for Denny. Here we go. 53-53 Blazers and Raptors. Let's go. Floater rejected by Shaedon Sharpe. Good ball movement here for the Raptors. Big 3 at the top of the key is good. RJ Barrett with the assist. I see you. 56-53 Raptors. Nice left-handed layup by Shaedon Sharpe is good. 56-53 with about 9 minutes to go here in the third. Let's play some defense, Blazers. Top of the 3 key again is good. Come on, Klingon. We're at 15, 85 to go. Denny with the offensive board with the tip. It's good. Wow, nice left-handed layup by the Raptors. Very back and forth here. 55-58 Raptors. Denny pick and roll with Donovan Klingon. Take him, Denny. Denny, step back 3, front rim, in and out, no good. Rebound by the Raptors. Stolen by Sharpe, but foul called on the Blazers, I assume. Two-man game, a little pick and roll here for the Raptors. Floater, in and out, no good. Banton with the rebound, push. Banton, pick and roll with Klingon. Klingon, hands off to Tumani Kamara. Kamara with the hezzy, crossover. Baseline, up and under, reverse layup, in and out, no good. Rebound by Toronto, fast break, 2-on-3. And RJ Barrett hits the deck. Ball goes out of bounds to Toronto. Corner three, in and out, no good. Last touch by Portland. 58-57, Toronto. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Try to get as many as we can before the stream ends. And we got a good one here, 60-58, Toronto. Two-man game for the Raptors. Barnes for three, in and out, no good. Rebound by Klingon. Denny, pass to Sharp. Elbow three, bang, is good. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. RJ Barrett with the layup is good. Nice ball movement here by the Blazers. Takes a hit and one, but not called. Nice layup there by Banton. Should have got an and one call there. 60-60 are knotted up in a full timeout here for the Raptors. Steal by the Blazers. Let's go. And a little hip check there by the Raptors. Lawson can't believe it. 60-60 Raptors and Blazers with less than 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Oh, it's very hard. You know how it goes. I'm always grinding every single day, and we'll see where the day goes. We definitely will see where the day goes. 62-60 Blazers. Walter with the inbound. Nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Walter, corner three, in and out, no good. Sharp with the rebound. 4-on-2. Denny Advia off the glass and good. There we go. 63-62 Raptors. Get back. Wide open three is good. Man, the defense is non-existent. Where is it? Reach and foul by the Raptors. All right, Banton to the line. Free throw is good. Free throw is good. Nice job, Banton. Man-to-man defense here by the Blazers. Collapse. Jumper is in and out, no good. They say reach and foul by Banton. 64-63 Blazers here in the third. Oh, offensive board. Good defense there by Klingon. Oh, and another big dunk attempt. Klingon with the block. Fast break. 2-on-1. Layup is good. Nice job by Banton. Man, they really tried to throw it down there on the Blazers. 3 consecutive times trying to go down with some big throwdown ESPN SportsCenter top 10 type of dunks. But good defense there by Klingon to get a piece on at least of every single one. Floater. Robinson with the floater is good for the Raptors. 68-66 Toronto. Come on, Blazers. Banton. Passes there to Shaden Sharp. Off the dribble. Klingon for 3. In and out, no good. Actually, it was close, but I don't really like him shooting threes. Rebound by Toronto. Get back on D here. Corner 3. In and out, and good. (69-68) Blazers. Kumani Kamara. Big 3. Bang! There we go. Get back on D. Elbow 3, in and out, no good. Nice rebound by Tumani Kamara. Pass down low to Donovan Klingon. There's the foul. All right, take care. Little Hezzy and a crossover there by Sharp. Layup is good. 22 points for Denny Advia. I like what I'm seeing now. 73-70 Blazers. Lawson with the crossover. Athletic layup is good. All right, Raptors, I see you. Hooping and scooping. Layup by the Blazers on the other end is good by Banton. Here we go. 76-70, Rip City. Let's go. Less than 3 minutes to go. Oh, stolen by Sharp. 2-on-1. Alley-oop to Sharp. Oh! And just in and out. Rebound by Denny Advia. Corner three by Banton is good. That's what I'm talking about. Good hustle and good effort here by Rip City on the road. 2 minutes to go. Blazers up by 4 now. 76-72. Pick and roll. Air ball. Rebounded by Denny Advia. See if we're going to slow the pace down here just a little bit. Denny with the crossover. Hezzy, jab step. Elbow three. In and out, no good. Fast break and a throwdown by the Raptors. Blazers up by 4 with about a minute 37 to go. Sharp to Banton. Pick and roll with Thibault. Banton at the top of the key. Kicks it out to Shaedon Sharp. Back to Banton. Two-man game. Banton for 3. In and out, no good. Yeah, terrible shot there. Thibault, fast break, and a dunk. There we go. Nice job by Thibault. Raptors full timeout. Blazers 78, Raptors 72. You're here for support, and I appreciate that. It's hard to be able to be focused, to say the least. But I try my best, you know. You got to try to multitask the best way that you can. 78-72 with about a minute to go here in the third. And again, we'll be doing Mariners for the next 6 days. We'll be doing Mariners and Giants Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in San Francisco. They started off hot with a 5-1 start. And then obviously we'll be back home on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hosting the Houston Astros. So a very critical 2 series that we almost got swept by the Tigers, but we found a way to beat Skubal I don't know how the hell we did it, but we found a way, but we almost blew it. Obviously, you want your closer to kind of close the door, so to speak, and end it. But Andres Munoz almost blew the save. But I'm glad that he didn't blow it, and we were able to get the victory. Zay in the building. What's good? Zay, Denny is incredible, bro. He ended up having a pretty insane stat line. Let me see if I can find it. But he's like one of the only players in Trailblazer history to hit like a 30, 15, and 10. And again, we don't really get too many guys that will do that. Let me see if 30, 15, and 10. First player in Trailblazer history to get 30 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists. Obviously, we've got people to get 10 rebounds, but not 15 in that triple-double. Little backdoor cut, and that is a turnover. Toronto. What's good, Zay? Yeah, bro, he is our best all-around player on the team. And then we also have Toumani Camara, who's one of the best defenders, who's trying to win Defensive Player of the Year, and obviously draws the most charges in the NBA. He's the ultimate hustler, and then you got guys offensively like Scoot and Shea that are Shaden Sharp and Scoot Henderson that are fun to watch, as well as Anthony Simons. So, we're incredibly young. And then having Donovan Clingan down low. But you got guys at every position to kind of make it fun, even though there is no more Damian Lillard or CJ McCollum. We're like the second youngest team in the NBA. We were getting blown out by 20, 30, 40 early on. But now as the season is progressing, we're only 3 games back of the play-in for the 10 spot, 3 games back of the Sacramento Kings. So I don't know if we're going to be able to catch up. But if we play like this, we might be able to. Big dunk there by the Raptors, and that is the end of the third quarter. Blazers 83, Raptors 76, and a nice way to be able to get a little bit of comfort, so to speak, on this nice little run in the third quarter by the Blazers. Sharp, unguardable when he goes to the paint, and I would hope that he would learn that. Denny always attacks the paint, but again, sometimes they get a little too relaxed and comfortable shooting too many threes. And that's when the other team comes back. So, Judah in the building, what's good? Congrats on your Red Sox win that I mentioned with Brett. Bregman actually having a good game for you guys, and winning 2 out of 3 versus the Orioles. Salute, because we know the Orioles are going to be pretty solid this year. Yes. He's fun to watch, man. Like I said, regardless if you do fantasy basketball or not, like if you see in the news, or if you have different streaming links, or if you have like an NBA package and the Cavs are off, Denny brings it every single game. And again, he is the most well-rounded guy. And the Wizards are stupid, for letting him go. But again, normally the Blazers are the team that is kind of dumb, and they let go of players and they get better, on the new team, or they stay the same. Normally, we don't really bring guys in that end up really making an impact, but Denny has been probably one of the most impactful players that we've brought in the last 10 to 15 years. So, like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Deva's finally breaking the schneid, huh? Casas, nice. Like I said, I like a lot of the guys that, are on the team, and, hopefully you guys can hit a stride at some point or another. But, hey, not very many teams would be able to beat the Orioles 2 out of 3. So 8-second violation there on the Blazers. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. All right, Blazers, fourth quarter, 83-78. Got to find a way to play some defense and box out. No Anthony Simons, no Scoot Henderson, no DeAndre Ayton, and no Jeremy Grant. But Ayton and Grant have been out for a while. Scoot and Anthony Simons, they'll probably be back next game. But we definitely missed their presence here today. But, again, we're getting a lot of Sharp and a lot of Denny, and hopefully they'll lead us to the victory. Banton at the top of the key here. 86-78 Blazers. And they have RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes. Those are the main two for the Raptors. Floater. Down low to Klingon. Ball movement. Thibault. Banton for the 3. Top of the key is good. Bang. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Denny. Banton for 3 again. That was a little heat check. I don't know if I would have done that. Brick that one. In and out, no good. Rebound there by the Raptors. RJ Barrett with the rebound, and coast to coast with the layup is good. 88-80 Blazers. Come on, Rip City. Denny bringing the ball up, and obviously it's not often that you have a guy that is more of a small forward playing kind of the point guard role, but again, he is our best all-around player on the team. In and out, offensive rebound is good. Great hustle by Denny Advia. Nice tip. Just the tip, baby. 24 for Denny, 19 for Banton. Let's go. What does Sharp have? And Sharp's at 29. So we got 29 out of Shaden Sharp, and then we got 24 out of Denny. Nice job. 88-83 Blazers. Corner 3 by the Raptors. Bang is good. (88-83) Blazes. Denny takes the foul and late whistle. And I don't know if that'll be a 1-and-1 just yet. RJ Barrett with the reach in the body. Hard to stay focused, but your boy is trying his best. Denny at the line with 9 minutes to go. Free throw is good. 92-85 Blazers. Barnes. Floater to Robinson is good. All right, Banton walking the ball up. Little pick and roll with Klingon at the top of the key. Little pick and roll. Banton. Fade away. Air ball. Klingon with the rebound. Off the glass is good. Nice job, DC. Donovan Klingon cleaning up the glass and cleaning up the boards. Getting a nice little cheap bucket. 92-85 Rip City. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth. Shed. Battle in the corner for 3. In and out, no good. Klingon with the rebound, and Klingon is definitely putting himself in a good position for those rebounds. Nice box out And nice rebound. Good effort. Denny Advia, Klingon, two-man game. Denny, 360. Floater up to Donovan Klingon, and that's a turnover. Raptors. RJ Barrett on the fast break. Tipped away. But Barrett collects himself and gets the ball back. Robinson with a three. In and out, no good. All right, here we go. 7 minutes to go. 94-85 Blazers. They're sleeping, and they reached in on Donovan Klingon. Should have been a foul call, but nothing. Corner three. RJ Barrett with an air ball. Another air ball. Nope, that one's a brick. All right, finally, the Blazers the rebound off two attempts by RJ Barrett from deep. 94-85 Blazers. Banton. Floater to Klingon and the alley-oop dunk. Boom! Shakalaka. That's what I'm talking about. Nice job, Klingon. And then a reach-in foul by Banton. Raptors full timeout. $94-85 Blazers. This has been a very exciting stream, to say the least. Blazers up by 9, 7:33 to go. And hopefully we can find a way to get the dub. Yeah, it's sometimes it gets tough, you know. Sometimes I get distracted, you know, by beautiful things. So a couple things that have been very, very good today. But hopefully the Blazers can finish and get the dub here today. But a nice fourth quarter so far, but let's see if we can kind of pour it on. It's all going to be about defense and rebounding and boxing out here late. Oh, you know it is. Two-man game here for the Raptors. Poked away by Sharp, recovered. Nice pass from Barnes. Floater. Rejected, and the Blazers with the board. Tumani Kamara to Shaden Sharp here at the top of the key. Sharp one-on-one with the dribble crossover. Trying to hit him with the AI crossover and Hezi. Corner three. In and out, no good. Rebound by the Raptors. Two-man game. And poked away by Portland. And ball back to Toronto. corner three is good. 97-88 Raptors. Sharp at the top of the key. Two-man game with the screen. Sharp, jab step. Corner three, bang, is good. There we go, Shay. 3 more likes to 20. Let's get there. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. And what are we at? 15:85 to go to hit the goal. Front rim, floater, in and out, no good. Sharp, isolation, one-on-one. He's feeling it, and then gets hit on the wrist and fouled. Starting to pull away. And I've seen some beautiful things today, let me tell you. 99-88. Free throw is good. Let's go Sharp. Sharp with 34 points. Let's go. Way to step up with him and Denny. With the absence of Scoot and Anthony Simons, they're playing out of their minds, and that's exactly what we needed. Scotty Barnes. Abaji. Back out. Corner three, in and out, no good. Raptors with the offensive board. Come on, Blazers, D up. Robinson, left-handed off the glass and good. 99-90 Blazers with about 5 minutes to go. This is definitely winnable here. We're up by 9. Just, we just can't be taking stupid threes on every possession here. Stolen. Fast break, corner three. In and out, no good. Offensive board by the Raptors and a foul from behind by Sharp. Ocha off the board, no good. Sharp. Sharp with 34 points. Isolation, one-on-one. Less than 5 minutes to go. Nice pump fake, baseline. And a foul. Jabari Walker to the line. Yeah, and the year before that. And maybe even the year before that. It's been pretty rough starts, for the Cardinals the last few years. So it's nice when, at least early in the season, and hopefully it can continue as the season goes on. First free throw is good. Next free throw by the Blazers is good. 101-90 with about 4 minutes to go. 4.5. This should be a Blazer win, but I'm not going to count the chickens before they hatch just yet. Hip drill. And then a nice rebound here by the Blazers. We got some of the bench guys in there with Shaedon Sharp. Sharp, crossover, Hezzy, and then deflected out of bounds into the fifth row. Possession Blazers. Yeah, it seems like Brown is working for you. Blazers inbound the ball. Isolation. Corner three by Sharp. Airballs that. Rebound by the Raptors. Get back. And that might have been a reach-in foul by the Blazers. Thibault. and Manaya and a few others. Come on, baby. 103-90 Blazers. Let's go. We got some of the bench guys in, but it's not like the game is over yet. Tipped, stolen, pass break, 3-on-1, Sharp, nice pass down low, nice unselfish play by Shaedon Sharp. You could tell that, he wanted to take it himself, but sometimes you got to let, some of the bench guys get a little love as well. 103-90, Rip City. Here we go. Corner three by Toronto. In and out, no good. Rebound by the Blazers. Fast break. 3-on-1. Attack. Sharp. Layup. In and out, no good, but he gets fouled on the way up. And Shaedon Sharp to the line. This one is starting to look pretty nice here for the Blazers. Let's go, Sharp. Free throw for Sharp is good. 36 ties his career high in the NBA. Should be able to break that here with 3 minutes to go. Might be able to have a 40-burger. Good one-on-one defense here from the Blazers, even with some of the bench guys in. Blazers up by 15 with 3 minutes to go. Pump fake. Jumper. In and out, no good. Nice board by the Blazers. Push. And timeout called by the Blazers. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like we have players that are fun to watch, and obviously we know the NBA isn't the greatest, out of the four major sports, but, for a filler stream, as we're waiting for, Mariners to get back going, obviously the next 6 days, I still enjoy, being able to watch them. And, even the Kraken have started to kind of turn the corner, even though they've been eliminated and they're a little bit lower, than the Blazers as far as where they're at in their season. Kraken have been eliminated from the playoffs, but the Blazers haven't. And again, we're only 3 games back of the Kings, and this is a big win, to be able to get this win against Toronto. And, we just need to be able to beat as many teams as we can possibly to give us a chance. And, if we don't make the playoffs, it's not a big deal. We still want to be in the Cooper Flag sweepstakes and whatnot, but we'll see where it goes. Let's go, baby. 105-90 Blazers. Nat Man in the building. What's good? Most points by a Canadian in Toronto all time. RJ Barrett with 39. RJ Barrett with 37 in November and December of 2024. And we got Shay Shay with 36, but I think his day is done. We are pretty much up here. Shaden Sharp's parents there in town, starting to pull away. Let's go. And it was a little, a bit of nerves early on. Like, this is a team that we should be able to compete with. But again, you never know. Anytime you go on the road, what team is going to show up. But, even with the injuries that we've had, Sharp and Denny have definitely led the way. Banton off the glass and good. 107-94 Blazers. Floater and foul called with the reach in. Jacoby Walter going to the line. Big flush off the steal and the dunk. All right, got about 2 minutes to go. Blazers up by 10. Can't lose the focus. Hopefully they'll be able to find a way to close this game out, but the Raptors are Lawson with the foul there, but the Raptors aren't giving up just yet. Lawson out of bounds with the turnover there. Here we go, push. A little helter-skelter here by the Blazers. Slow it down. Reach and foul by the Raptors. Banton goes to the floor. A couple Blazers help him up. And Banton to the free throw line. Yeah, sometimes, I'm super focused. Sometimes I do have pleasant distractions and whatnot, and I have to focus on many, many things at the same time. But, I do my best. Things can get hard. 110-97 Blazers. Hanson with the free throw is good. Minute 26 left. Blazers up by a comfortable 13. And again, just want to be able to finish this strong. It's all about finishing. Not how you start, it's how you finish, baby. Stolen by the Blazers. There we go. Uncharacteristic, kind of fumbling the bag there late, but we'll take it. And a lot of the starters have already hit the bench. We're just trying to get our bench guys some minutes here. Banton, the starter, still in the game, but normally he's a backup. Shot clock winding down. Backdoor cut, off the glass, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, good. There we go. 112-99, Blazers. Yeah, I need Britt here more often. Like every day, like every minute, every hour. STL in the building. What's good, brother? I appreciate that. Go Tigers. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. Little cactus jack, bang, bang. Appreciate you. Banton. Is that an 8-second violation again? Wow. Well, at least we're up by 11 with like 39 seconds left, so it's like impossible to lose this game now. We're at 20, 80 to go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, please do. Avaji, I see you. He's having himself a game for Toronto, but a little too late. 112-103. Now we're just kind of playing keep away. Banton, top of the key, just trying to end the shot clock here. And that is it. Final score, Blazers 112, Raptors 103 on the road. Awesome. Way to be. That's what I'm talking about. Baby. So what do we want to do for photos here? I got to go take Paisley on a walk and obviously take care of some other things as well. Ivan Herrera. Crushes 3 homers to power the Cardinals. Good choice. Ivan Herrera making Cardinal history. Let's see if we can get different photo angles of the event. Obviously the post game interview and the clubhouse, and let's see if we can find one of them either at the batter's box or running the bases. Appreciate you. All right, we can do some food here. Where do we want to go for food? And we can stay on here for a few more minutes. We can do some breakfast. Any requests for food, Britt? This one is a ice cream waffle sandwich. This would get me into some trouble. All the drizzle. And that's a great thing about like breakfast and some of these types of things. Like there is no wrong answer. You know, it's like you think of it and I mean, obviously there has to be certain rules on certain types of things, but you can let your imagination swirl around a little bit with different ingredients to make that delicious breakfast just over the top. Not just the syrup, but with the fruits and the other things, and then you can have a magic concoction, huh? I'm already getting hungry just looking at these already. And breakfast for dinner is always a win. Even though some people don't do it that often, you can have breakfast at any time of day. Morning, afternoon, and night. Yeah, everyone's got their kind of, things that they like and don't like. I love Flavortown, but, everyone's got their different preferences and whatnot. Crepes are fantastic, but not every restaurant, has them. Kind of depends on what part of the country that you live at and what kind of restaurant it is. It's obviously more likely to be able to find, pancakes or waffles or kind of the standard stuff. But if you ever find a place that does a good crepes, and sometimes they'll, even do like a sausage inside of the crepe. So you get a little bit of the sweet and you get a little bit of the savory. If you've never had it before, don't knock it till you haven't tried it. It's amazing. There's a place here on the Oregon coast, because we don't call it beach, we call it the coast here in the Pacific Northwest, but it's called Pig and Pancake. And there's always a line, regardless of what time of day it is. It's pretty amazing. Strawberry. I got you. Omelets are very good. I'll second that. Britt says, I like that Western. These are a couple Western options that are across the country. Obviously, some are going to be slightly open, and then some closed to kind of give you an idea of possibly what would be in there. Like, looking at this, you can't really tell what would be in there, but... Yes, agreed. Ham, cheese, peppers, yum. There's a couple things that are yum that I can think of. Let's go through these photos one more time, and then I'm going to go take Paisley Pup, for a little bit of a walk. And I hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Sometimes when you get distracted, it's for a good reason. And I appreciate every single one of y'all in the room. You know who you are. Shout out to all the people that liked, sub, donated, commented, and shared. Congratulations, Britt, on the new hardware. And again, we'll be live tomorrow for the Mariners and the Giants. And let me see, I believe... Oh, I'm getting distracted again. Oh, I'm distracted. Oh, my. Ice cream and whipped cream. Those are two things that are good. They definitely go together. And maybe a little bit of this. I could think of things to do with this. Well, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very, very much. I hope you guys had fun. Oh, I got distracted. Like I was mentioning, I was going to see exactly what time the game is tomorrow. But, sometimes that happens. I get distracted, for a certain reason or another. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so the Mariners, I actually thought the game was going to be late, so wow, it's early. So the first game for the Mariners and Giants is at 1:35. Who the hell made that schedule? Why isn't it on like at 5 or 6 or 7? That is weird. And then Saturday, they play at 6:05, which should have been the Friday time. And then Sunday, they play at 1:05. So I'm not really sure why we're playing so early tomorrow. But again, that's the time of the game. So it looks like I'll be live tomorrow at 1:30 for the Mariners and the Giants. I don't know if I've ever done a game on a Friday at a 1:30. Like, I get it if we're like on the East Coast, but if we're going to be in San Francisco, why are we playing at 1:35? Like, usually you do like the rubber match, like the last game in a 3 or 4 game set. That'll be like at 1. But why are we starting off the first game at 1:30, the second game late, and then the third game on early? I have no idea, but I guess that's what we're working with here. So I love you guys and I appreciate you. I'm trying to be a professional, but sometimes it gets a little hard, so to speak. But I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Final score, Blazers 112, Raptors 103, and I will be live tomorrow at 1:30 Pacific for the Mariners and the Giants. They're in San Francisco. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys very, very much. And shout out to Caleb and STL and Sarah and a few others for showing the love, as well as Britt. Love you and I appreciate you. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I am out. Okay.